Hello there, Windill here, and today I'm going to show you Season 4 of my Battle Royale map. If you don't know me already, I'm the creator of Windill Royale, which is a story-driven Battle Royale map, so let's get into it. So this is the spawn island on this map. You can see here the storyline has now been updated to match the Season 4 story, and also the trees have got more greener with the castle tower just over here where one of the IPA towers used to be. It's exactly the same as the Season 3 spawn island, but with the Season 4 changes just put onto it. Unfortunately, due to issues with uploading previous versions of this map, I can only really show it like as it is in the final version of it, so I'll try and take you through like everything as it was added. So I'll start this tour over at Paladin Plaza. This used to be Posh Plaza, but now it's all like fully medieval. All of the buildings are now like castles, as well as adding a few extra ones as well. The main thing with these medieval areas is that all the roads are like rocks, as well as these trees being much greener than the normal ones. So the next area that was changed was Fusty Front, and it's now been turned into Fusty Forge, where it has like this main building in that has a bit of a blacksmith sort of area in. To be honest, like looking back now, it wasn't that strong of a location. Like the buildings didn't really have much in them, but I like the idea of it, and I might want to try it again sometime soon, maybe. This castle up here was Feudal Fortress, and it was basically like the main medieval location on the map. It replaces like a massive chunk of land that used to just be a small river that was running down there, but now it's got this whole castle here instead. It's got a few smaller buildings off to the side of it, but in the main building it's like a big hall area, and that's where the Infinity Blade was, and you were able to claim it. Additionally, up here you have a few boxes and things like that, but then on the roof is where the throne was. So this was like where the leader of the guild would sit and like watch over the entire map. And then in the first update of the season, it added Blazing Barracks, which was a much needed improvement to this whole lava and fire area. You can see it's now got a castle tower there, as well as some smaller castle buildings around. I think with Season 4 it was like, I like the theming of it, but I just think it could have executed the buildings a lot better, because I feel as though they all felt almost exactly the same. So in the next update, Snowy Station was added, and this was meant to be like an IPA takeover of Tundra Town. So all the buildings have now been like revamped to be like in the IPA style, and I think it's one of the weakest locations I've done on this map, purely because a lot of the locations just feel like copy and pasted from previous ones I've done. I think the design of this one is quite cool, but yeah, it's just a lot of these places just feel very familiar to other places. In the third update for Season 4, Treetop Tower was added as a landmark, and this is like, as the name suggests, a very tall tower within the trees. The third update didn't really add that much, because this was around the time that I had to cancel the production on Windill Royale for a short amount of time due to me not being 18 and I wasn't able to publish anything at the time. So that's how Season 4 ended for the first bit, really. But then, in the fourth update, Season 4 came back in Season 4 Part 2. And this added one of the biggest locations I've ever done, which is the Repulser. And this is basically a massive laser constructed by the IPA, using the vault in the middle of what used to be Mount Windill. And that allowed them to harness time, and that set up the start of Season 5. So this is in comparison to all my other Season 4 locations, this is one of my favourites that I've ever done, really. I do plan to do locations just as big, if not bigger, in the future. But yeah, when I made it, it was really impressive. Also, from the start of Season 4, Rocky Ruins was the location. And that was, again, just a few medieval castles, really. But in the 5th and final update to Season 4, I revamped it into Quaint Quarry, which was the IPA have took over the location and they've started having it as a mining quarry sort of operation. And I think this was a much needed improvement to the area. It was improved again in Season 5 with more trees around the place, in a callback to when Meow Meadows was here. So yes, that was all the changes that I added in Season 4. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe if you want to see more. And I look forward to doing the one for Season 5 in a bit. So, bye!